Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Carla and welcome to Christmas in July. In a previous video that I just shared with you, I showed you a project where I had made these Christmas planners. And so today what I'm going to do is show you how I put those together. So what you're going to need to get started will be 2 pieces of pattern cardstock, and this is Anna Griffin cardstock. These are 12 by 12 sheets, and you will need to cut those down to 10 by 11 1/4. And then you're going to need 2 chipboard pieces that are going to go inside there, and these are going to measure 8 by 9 1/2. And then for the cover of these on the inside, you're going to need 2 pieces of craft paper, and these are going to measure 9 by 7 3/4. And then you're going to need another 12 by 12 sheet of pattern cardstock, and we're going to cut that down to 8 by 12. And then you're going to need, some probably plain, something that would be compatible with your paper to cover the pocket and decorate it up. And then some embellishments. And I'm going to show you the pages that I made from Microsoft Publisher. Then we're going to decorate the outside and cinch it together, and that will be the planner. So let's go back. You've got your 2 pieces of patterned cardstock, and these as I said have been cut at 10 by 11 1/4. So I've already got my score tape around the edges, and all we're going to do is take the inside, which measures 8 by 9 1/2. We're just going to attach it in here. So let's get, I'm going to use my ATG gun for that. So I'm going to lay that here, and I'm going to kind of go down this way. Whoops. Lost it. I've been having a little trouble with this roll of tape, wanting to goosh up around that first roller. So if I can't get this out, I may have to, yeah, I think I got it. All right, okay, let's try that again. And get it off of me. Okay, we're gonna come down like that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe come down this way a little bit. Kind of, oops, did it again. Sometimes you just get one that doesn't want to do right. All right, I think I got that one now. Okay, now we're gonna take this, and my double-sided tape that I put along the edges was 1 inch wide. So that gives me just enough to place my chipboard in there. So it will give me a nice border when I get ready to adhere that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these corners so we can miter those in nicely. And again, take my little pokey tool here. I'm just going to remove the tape. Whoops, the tape backing. I can't believe this is winding down to last week of July. And then in August, we just got news yesterday that our kids are going to be going back to school in our town. However, there are going to be some guidelines. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm a retired teacher, and Anyway, okay, let's go here. We're gonna fold this up. Kind of get it there nice and firm against that edge. Fold that down. Then we want to turn it to the other side and do the same thing. You might want to take your little burnishing tool. I'm going to use my little Cricut tool. I kind of like that. That always gives me a nice flat edge. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to push it up against these little corners here. So when I fold that over, I'm going to have those sealed under to give me a nice corner. And let's get that all down. That's a nice seal. Flip it this way, do the same thing. Push that in. This time I'll use my fingernail. Push that in. There we go. Now, you've got one of your fronts or backs. They're both the same. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take our 8 by 9.5 sheet of chipboard, and I'm going to have to go inside here a minute, I think. I think this has some little problem up here. I'm going to get that off of there before we... All right. Hopefully, we won't have an issue this time. Okay, again, I'm going to start up here. I'm going to come down. It won't go so fast. Get some good adhesive on there. And then I'm going to come straight down, straight down, straight down. I might put a little bit there. Looks like we didn't have any there. Cats get up here sometimes, and you just never know when one may pop its head in the video. So it's happened, and that's okay. Get that out of the way. Okay, again, we're just going to take this where I've already put the inch double-sided tape. It makes a nice area for me to lay my chipboard nice and even. Okay, we'll come back again. And we're going to snip off the corners. But anyway, I was saying our schools are going to be opening. And I have a granddaughter. And when they had to close schools last spring, and I realized, you know, it was a sudden thing, and they had to come together quickly with a curriculum to do virtually, and it was okay. It was okay. Okay, now what we want to do is remove the double-sided tape from these ends, and then again we want to come in on this edge and get it nice and close right there, and you can see, yeah, right there. Get it nice and close. Take your little burnishing tool, slide that across, come to this end. Same thing, fold it up. You've got a nice, even, tight edge. Fold it down. Burnish across, and then we want to remove these tape backing, score tape. Oops, I may have got that one down. Yep, there we go. And flip it around and do the same here. Oh, seems like I'm pushing it down instead of taking it up. Again, right here where you can see it doesn't quite come together, just take your fingernails and kind of push that in. And we're gonna that in, so it's going to give us a nice mitered clean edge. Over here, do the same thing and burnish that. Same over here. This one looks a little longer there. I hope that fits in. I think it will. Just go ahead and fold that over right up here to the edge. And again, burnish that on. Now you've got your front and your back. So what we need to do now is turn both of these over, and we're going to take our craft paper and we're going to create the inside of the front and the back. Now if you wanted to, you could use a decorative paper, but for this purpose I just thought I was just going to use my craft paper for this. So anyway, we're going to take our ATG gun again. I'm going to get right on the edge and come right down as close as I can. And on this edge. Then on the last edge. Again, I'm going to do a little crisscross down the center, a little bit there, a little bit there. Take this and try to just line this up and center it. We've got just about 1/8 of an inch on all sides. Let's come up a little bit there, I think I can live with that. Okay, here's one done. A little bit of adhesive there. I'm just gonna roll that off. I'm going to take the other one and do the same thing. Add our ATG adhesive. But anyway, so, you know, she worked at home. They had their schedule. And at first, you know, it was exciting. It was fun. You could see your teacher and your classmates on the computer while you were working. And the teacher was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And, you know, her instruction for what they gave her was wonderful. But, you know, after a while, it's like it wasn't quite as much fun. It wasn't as easy to keep your attention, you know. You weren't really interacting with your friends, and they would give you a break, and, you know, we'd try to go outside and do a few things, but it wasn't the same as being with your friends and visiting and all of that. So, okay, break. Now we're going to come back and put this on the same way, just kind of 1/8 of an inch around each side, making it as straight and even as you can. All right, got that on there. Now we're just going to lay those aside. Now next thing we're going to do is you would start with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And as I said, you're going to cut that 8 by 12. So you're going to be cutting like 4 inches off the side. And then you're going to take it and lay it like this on your scoreboard. And you're going to score it down at 3 inches. Then you're going to take that 3 inches and you're going to fold it up. And what you're going to do is take some adhesive. We're going to use glue for this. And we're going to just hold on just a second. Okay, sorry, I thought I heard someone at my door, but I don't think I did. So what you're going to do then, as I said, you've got this cut 8, and this is your 12-inch sheet. You're going to score it at 3 inches. You're going to turn it around this way. We're going to take a little adhesive And we're going to add that to the side there. I may have to kind of clean out my little glue hole. Looks like it might have some glue around it. Oh, come on now. Oh, there we go. All right. May have to refill it. I've been using it a lot lately. Shake it down, shake it, shake. Now we're going to add our glue to the sides. Again on this side. And then we're just simply going to fold that up and press that down. You've got your pocket made on that side. And then on the other side, we're going to make another pocket, and it's going to be a little bit larger. So on this side, I took a plain piece of cardstock and we measured it at 7 3/4 by 4 5/8. So this will be 7 3/4 by 4 5/8. And then from the piece that you cut off of your 12-inch piece of paper, you had a 4-inch piece that came off the side. We're going to use that, and it's going to measure 4 1/4 by 7 3/4 by 4 5/8. Okay, so we're going to take this piece, and you can use which side, you know, whichever one you want. I think I'm going to use this one, Bright and Happy Christmas. And I'm going to take some glue for this. And I'm going to glue this on the front just to kind of mat it up. Make it look pretty and stand out a little bit. Take this and put maybe a little bit down the center as well. I'm going to take our mat and I'm going to put it this way. Try to give it about 1/4 of an inch around 1/8 of an inch. Looks pretty good. And then we're going to use some adhesive and simply put this on as a pocket. And this pocket will be for your receipts. I'm always crumbling up receipts in my purse or getting home, and I think I have a place to stash them, and then before I know it, I've got them stashed in 2 or 3 different places. So this way they will all be in one place. So we're going to take this, put glue on 3 sides, and we're going to place it at the bottom, place it on the sides, and then you have this pocket. You need to hold down, let it dry a little bit. On this side, you have this pocket. Now on this side, we're also going to take a little piece of the solid paper, and it measures about 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to take a sticker. I have like the Zinc Happy sticker maker machine, and I made these stickers that say receipt. And so I'm gonna just peel that off, and I'm gonna center that on my solid mat. And the thing is with these stickers that come off of there, if I don't get this just right, there's not a problem peeling it off. And then I'm going to attach that to this pocket with my glue. So anyway, back to the school thing. Well, this year what they're going to do, I don't know. They're going to divide the classes up, A through K, and then L through Z. They're going to have half the class come on Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, everybody stays home. Then the other half of the class comes on Thursday and Friday. And when half the class is there on Monday and Tuesday, the other half of the class does virtual learning over the computer with a school instructor, and vice versa. So, and they have to wear masks, and I don't know. It's so sad for these kids. I just think it is so sad. All right, but I hope it works. I sincerely hope everyone is safe, and I hope it works. It's the kids that I worry about. Their education is so important, and these are, you know, the formative years where learning means so much. And my granddaughter this year, she was in 2nd grade last year, and she's going into 3rd grade, and that is such a transitional year. There are so many new things being introduced that, you know, I hope it's successful. And of course, there's always the issue if someone gets COVID within that school or classroom, they may shut down the whole school. Or it may, you know, turn out that nobody's getting COVID and there aren't any increases, and they may open the whole school. So 2 ways to look at it. I hope the latter is possible. On here, I'm just going to come into a little box of my Anna Griffin, they were called Snow Globe mini stickers from last year. And I'm going to pick out something to put on there to kind of embellish that. We've got Santa. Oh, here's a cute little girl. Here's a cute little girl in her little Christmas coat and muff. These are stickers. I'm just going to peel these off and lay it like so. Now we have a pocket made. Now, the thing we have left to do is we're going to cinch this together. So in my previous video, I had shared with you the pages. We'll just go through these real quick. Christmas planner, I did this on Microsoft Publisher. I purposefully left off the year and the numbers because I just got a notice today. I'm not sure what the plans are for the craft fair that I signed up for last year. It's at a junior high school, so we're not real sure what those plans are. So I thought, you know, if we don't get to use these this year, then they'll still be good for next year if I don't put the days and the year on there. This is a Christmas card tracker. Here we have a place for notes. This is for family member gifts, and I put several pages in there for that. And then we get to notes and Christmas traditions. You can record your Christmas traditions. Special gifts, friends, teachers, neighbors, hairstylists, hostess gifts, postman, or anyone special that, you know, you want to reserve a gift for. Over here, things to do, Christmas cards, Santa letters, stocking stuffers, plan a Christmas menu, Christmas Eve plans, Christmas breakfast, Christmas movie night, go see Christmas lights, make Christmas cookies, wrap gifts, and then a Christmas Eve box for your kids. If you do that, you got to remember to get all the stuff ready for that. Then there's notes, the remember to do, the things you do on Christmas Eve, what you do for Christmas breakfast, Christmas Day. At our house, you know, Christmas Eve is the big day. We do our dinner and we go to church, and the kids have their little Christmas Eve box. Christmas breakfast, it's tradition. I usually do the breakfast casserole and have some fruit, cut up some fresh oranges, and then, you know, whatever we had left over from the day before, it's free game. Just go in there and get it. And then Christmas Day, that morning, we open gifts, and then we just kind of relax and take it easy that day, and you know, watch movies and help kids put their toys together. And the reason we started doing that is when my husband and I first got married, we would do Christmas Eve with my family, and then on Christmas Day we would go to his family and have Christmas dinner there. So, you know, as we get older, things change, and so that's kind of the way we do it now. Then here, another page for notes. Then I have a page for you to plan New Year's Eve, whether you plan on going out, have friends over, or just family, you know, whether you're going to do puzzles or play games or watch movies or something special you might be going to cook. And then that's where this pocket page comes in. All right, so we're gonna get the Cinch machine, put all this together, and then decorate the front. All right, pull this over. My husband got this for me last year for Christmas, and I'm just starting to use it a little bit more. I have to say, there's a little bit of a learning process to this, so as it suggests, I would say definitely do a few practice runs before you put the real thing in there. Now, I did several of these the other day when I put all mine together, so I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this. And if I don't, whoops, it will become very obvious. Okay, so what I have done for my journal, I know that if I pull this little tab out right here, and it's just like at well, it would be 12 and 15/16. It's going to line my holes up so they will go perfectly with my pages, which are not the same length as my cover and back of this little planner. So I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to pull all this down. And now what I do is I pull it all the way out, and I come, and you see these two little holes. Well, I'm going to put those in, and over here there's this little lever that you can push down that locks you into one of these holes, and that's going to keep it all straight. And if I lock it into there, let's do that. I'm going to lock it into that third hole. Now I come over here, and you can see that this is number 7. Okay, I don't want it to punch on the edge here, so I'm going to pull number 7 out. And when I pull number 7 out, it should give me the holes right up to where I'm going to need them. Okay, I need a drum roll. All right, that was enough of that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's lift the lever, and voila, yes, I've got it. That's just how I want it. Now I'm going to lay that one aside, and I'm going to line these up, and I'm going to push this one in for the back and do the same thing. Bring it down here at 12 and 15/16. Yeah, there. Push this in. I'm going to push my 7 back up because I don't want that to not get punched. I'm going to pull it down. Pull it out. There we go. All the way out. Again, I'm going to take this third hole. I'm going to line that up to that lever, push it in, come over here, make sure I'm holding it straight. I'm going to pull out the 7 right here and push down, push it back in, pull up my lever, and these match. There we go. Now these match. All right, we're going to lay those aside. Now what I want to do is get my pages. Now my pages, I don't really have to do anything with them at first. That I can just leave this where it's at. These are 9 inches, and I push this in. I want to make sure they're all to that edge that goes in, so they punch evenly along that side. And then we're going to punch these down. And then again, we'll put this out, and I'm going to take this 3rd hole again. I'm going to line it up right here. Push my lever down. And this time, well, I'm going to pull up 7 again. I'm going to pull up the 7. And I'm going to punch. And pull up my lever. And these will fit nicely into my front and back cover. Next thing we have to punch is the folder pocket. Okay, I'm going to go in again. Okay, the folder pocket is going to be, so I want it to be this side. Okay. So again, I'm going to come in. I've got these all up, punch down. Pull that out. There you go. Pull it out. And I'm going to go to this 3rd hole. Line it up. Push my lever down. Push it in. And pull up my 7. And punch. Push my 7 in. Pull the lever up. Ah, perfect. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to move this around this way. I'm going to go ahead. No, we need that. And this is my wiring cinch binder wire. And what we're going to do with that is, now this is the trickiest part for me, is trying to get it lined up to do right. I know that I need to cut off 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to take my wire cutters, come up in here, and I'm going to snip right there and get that out of my way. I'm going to lay this on these little ledge hooks there, and then I'm going to take, the way you do this, now for this it isn't going to matter that much, simply because I don't have either side decorated. But if you had a side decorated, what you want to do is put the decorated side and the back outside facing together. Okay, if you got that, you would have the inside would be both of the right sides facing together. And you would lay that down, and then you put the back on first. Put the back on first, and then the top on after the back. And again, the trick is they got to be facing each other. And then we're going to put our pages in. We want those to go face down because you're going to be opening it that way. So we want these to go face down. And then you're going to take your pocket folder. Again, you want it to go face down. And then you simply remove this, and you're going to pull this in. I want you to be able to see this, but I'm going to have to be able to reach that lever as well. Okay. Now, what you need to do is you need to take this edge and you're going to line it up against the back of the cinch press wall back there. And before you do that, you calibrate what size of wiring you're using. This is I think it's like 0.625, which comes out to 5/8 of an inch. And so you have this little lever here. You simply push this little guy down, and you can move it to wherever you want it to be. You can turn it. Mine's 5/8, so I go to 5/8, and that raises or lowers this cinch lever to whatever size your wiring is. Now, put these in here, and I would say go pretty close to the bottom, and you want to line that up. And as you can see, it's not going to press all of those at once. We'll have to go back in, but you want it touching the back for sure. And then I'm going to take the cinch handle, press it down, and raise it up. That's good. We have 3 left. I'm going to do the same. Just touch it to the back. Take the handle, press it down, and there you got it. And this is your back. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to open it, and look how nice that is. Look how nice the little book is. Now the last thing we have to do is we're going to embellish the front. Anna Griffin, most of her things I'm using today. She's one of my favorites. I'm going to turn on her Empress die cut machine, and then I'm going to take a piece of gold metallic paper of hers. I'm going to take one of her Christmas dies, and I'm going to take her plates for the Empress machine. I use this quite often. Clean that off a little bit. Okay, I've got the wire mat under there, and here's the magnet. And then we're going to take plate A. I'm going to place this on plate A. I'm going to take my die and place it on the magnet. Then we're going to, actually, you know, she has changed the way we do this. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to put the paper on, and I'm going to lay the magnet into the paper. And it really is nice to do it this way. It does cut up your magnet mat pretty quickly, but at least you can see where your paper is, and you're not getting it off that paper when you get ready to run it through the machine. So we're gonna just place this on top. Something in there. I'm going to run it through the machine. Just slip it in, push, run. You probably can't see that. When it's finished, just take off your mats, remove your die, and I have this little tool that helps you get all these little things out. I can't remember. Okay, this is Sizzix. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to put this over my trash can just a second, see if I can get some of these little die cuts out of there. So anyway, what are your schools doing this year with COVID? Do you know yet? Are they going to be able to open up for the children? Now, a lot of our neighboring towns, the smaller kind of suburb towns, they're going ahead and opening their schools. And I kind of wish we were too, but, you know, and until there was really a reason not to, I don't know. I don't know. It's really a conundrum. Okay, here we go. So I've got this cut out. So what I'm going to do is I am going to run this through my Xyron. Here's my Xyron machine. My problem is I just don't have enough room. Any of you have that problem? All right, pull this out. I love my Xyron machine. We're gonna slide this through here like so. Just run it through. Push down, slide that across, cut that off. Get this out of my way. Push this over here. And then I always like to go around, kind of even sometimes take the end of one of my little bone folders and just kind of go in that glue area, because sometimes, you know, it pulls the glue off, and then you've got all this sticky stuff left on there. But there's a way to work with that too. But I love this Xyron. So I'll go through those. Are any of you planning on craft fairs, or have you heard anything in your areas? I know there's another one that, in fact, I got a notification from it today as well, saying that they will be sending out their invoices soon. So, I don't know. I don't think I want to make a whole lot of stuff just in case. Or I'm trying to think of an alternative way to kind of make it available if people want some little crafts. A way to kind of do that. I'm seeing here I didn't get all those little things out, but maybe I can. I think this is really going to help. When I pull this sheet off, get most of that adhesive out of those little places. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take this now and pull. Yeah, that worked good. Now the thing is, if you think like there, I'm not sure I got it all out, you can take this sheet of paper that you pulled off and you can go back and kind of dab in there. And a lot of times that grabs on to any of that stickiness that was left in some of those cutout places. Yeah, we'll try that. Now we're going to pull our planner back over here. Make sure we've got it the right direction. And simply peel this off. And I'm going to try to center it, or you know, it doesn't have to be totally centered. Just depends on kind of where you want to put your little Christmas planner plaque that we put on there. All right. Come up a little bit this way, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now I have taken out some Anna Griffin little ephemera things to try to figure out what I want to put on there. Let's see. I don't think I have any tree on there yet. There's stockings. What's this? Card. I like the candy canes. I don't think I've done any candy canes. Yeah, I have done this, but that's okay. I'm sure the same person isn't going to get it. Oh, I kind of like this. Let's see what that does. We had something like that, maybe. There's a wreath. It doesn't look like that. Maybe. Candy cane. Foam that up. Oh, here's a stocking. Kind of like that. I do kind of like that. Oh, and here's another candy cane. see what direction it's going. Oh, and it's going this direction. Oh, I might like this. Place these maybe like this. And I could put a little present up there coming down the stocking, couldn't I? Like that one? I think so. I think so. Like that. It's not quite dark enough for greenery. I would like maybe something more like maybe down here like that. Do we want that coming out of the toe? I don't know, but I think we've got a good idea for that. So let's do this first. Let's put this card on. I think I want that at an angle. I think that's how we did that. Come down and get dots down here. Okay, I'm going to take, these are all Anna Griffin, like I said, and they're from different packs. They're probably not all from the same pack. I'm going to put some foam dots. She gives you foam dots with all your things. And I think I'm putting those on the wrong side. Yes, I am. Okay. Let's bring these back over here. These need to go this way. All right, so let's put a little foam dot here. Foam dot here. One up here. I think one more down here. Come on. That one doesn't want to come apart. Here we go. I'll put this one here. And I'm going to peel off those little papers. Peel this one off. Peel this one off. Now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to layer it up. There, I like that. I'm going to lay that one there. What did we think? Put the stocking in the center. All right, let's go ahead and get him on because we know we're going to do that. Lay the stocking like so. And I know we said we want to put this little gift coming out the top. So let's put that up here, and it's got a little bit of poly on it. Ooh, I like that. Now let's think about, we've got these, okay, I've got these candy canes. I want them like this. I think I want them like this. Okay, let's put that one up there. I think I just heard my cat jump somewhere. I hope that's what that was and not the fish jumping out of the aquarium. Okay, then I think, okay, down here. Oh. Yeah, or like this. Like this. Okay, I have trouble trying to make decisions with this. I think we're gonna go up here, and I think this one's gonna go down here. No, let me change it. This one like this. This one like this. All right, a bit of adhesive on there. Now, no, I like it better the other way. Like this going out. And I like this going out. Okay, I like that. We're done, we're done. And I think we are done. I made these little labels on my Cricut. I went in, printed it out, and then printed the, just cut out actually this little border that goes around it. I think we're gonna place that right down here. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue to that also. I don't want that popping off. Well, here we go. Get that off of there. Shake it up a little bit more. There we go. A little bit of a clog on the end. Just take that label, lay it across right here, and there you have your Christmas planner. Well, I hope you have enjoyed that, and I hope you give it a try. Of course, you can add, you know, what things you want to put inside, what things you think other people might need to keep track of. These are just a few things that I thought of, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So thank you for tuning into my channel. I appreciate it so much. And if you liked this project, please hit like and subscribe. And remember, it's the little things that count. Bye-bye.